Well, first thing I gotta do is change hats. Because I'm not vlogging right now, I'm making a how-to video. So I guess I gotta put on my do-it-yourself hat. All right. So, what are we doing? This is the how to tape part of it. Taping is awesome. It takes a little bit of time, but after you factor cleaning up, if you don't tape, and the time it takes to cut your line, it's way faster to tape. Gives you a chance to fix up your boards and stuff. So, first thing you want to do is you want to wipe everything down. Make sure you get in the corners. You want to make sure you wipe down what you've sanded because this is where most of the dust will stick. So you want to wipe everything down. Then you're going to need a hammer, a pair of pliers, and razor, and of course tape. Color doesn't really matter. This came in a 2-pack, so I used the green first because green is a standard color. Blue kind of looks cooler though, actually. If I do say so myself, the blue tape does look cooler while it's up. It totally does. So you want to, first thing, it gives you a chance to, because I like everything perfect, I go through and I cut out my corners. See this? This was in here, like so. I cut that out, so I got a nice corner all the way around. If you need to pull out stuff, pull it out. If you don't, hammer it in, like I did with that one. I cut out that corner. And as you're cleaning, you'll see stuff like this. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see this top edge, these bumps? See that? This is a good time to kill all this stuff too. Depending on how anal you are is how perfect you'll be. I'm showing you, and then when I turn this camera off, I'm going to do it super good because it is what it is. You want to do the same in your corners. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Is cut flat, and you cut along the wall like that. Boom, and you cut it along here like so, and you pull it out just like they did with my teeth. Boom, up, and that actually happened. That flicked up. Funny story. I had 3 teeth removed. She was working on the closest one, and she had cut all the way around, and she was using her tool, and she was like, duh. She was putting her clamp on, and she was wiggling it, and then she would do it again, and then she would cut some more, and then she'd pry some more, And then she started grinding. She's prying some more. And sure as shit, man, and the tooth broke and it went, and it, just like that little piece did. It went flying up. Well, that happened when we, that just happened the other day. Anyway, sidetracked. You just want to cut it all flat. It makes it way easier to paint, and it looks way better when it's done. And I think this will be the third or the fourth time that I told you I got a trick to finish the corners and edges and stuff anyway. So it doesn't matter. Right? As long as it's not a bump, right? See that? Make it boom and boom. Just cut that little bit out. There you go. What else? Just feel you'll feel it when you wipe it down, right? You'll know. And if you've watched my other prep videos, you'll have already figured out and mastered how to use your blade by now. Trying to focus the camera and get the camera all ready. It's hard to see, it's dark, but you get the gist of it, right? You know what I'm talking about? I'm not sure if I recorded me doing this or not, so that's kind of what I did with all my baseboards around the whole apartment. Just like that. Taping is super easy. This is the whole point of this video. Use good tape, use good equipment. I buy my brushes from the dollar store because I don't clean them. If I was going to clean them, I'd spend $10 on a brush. You get a much better bristle, which gives you a much cleaner line. I love the lines on this wall. This was all done freehand with a $1.50 brush. Trying to focus. There we go. See if I can do this. So that was done with a $1.50 brush. If I used a $10 brush, believe it or not, that line will be better. I know, right? I could have done better. I really could have. And yes, I'm a little bit retarded about detail. Just. Okay, so this is going to be crazy hard to do because I don't have a fucking videographer, cameraman. You want to pull a strip off about the size of your forearm. You want to hold it on the inside corners where the edge of the tape touches the wall. You want to run the tape along the contour of the wall. This tape bends a little bit. It's paper, but it does bend a little bit, and you fold the crease. So let's see if I can figure this out. You're not gonna, I don't know what you can see. I'm setting this up and I don't know what you can see, so let's just roll with it. I'm using a smaller piece to show you. This is the side that's going against the wall. This is where I want to hold it. I want to start at one side. It doesn't matter. Depending if you're left-handed or right-handed, you'll start on whatever corner. It doesn't matter. Okay? You slide it in together against the wall like this. Put it down. You'll lock one corner, whatever it is, first. And then you'll play with the wall and tape it down as you go. Once you got your one corner down. Like this. Okay, I like it there. I'm going to stick that down. See, now I don't know what you can see. I'm just going to follow along the edge. And if you've done your job cleaning this off, this will be very easy to do. And you can lift it up and set it again. And just keep Pulling it in against the wall moves, right? Just like that. And if you spend the time to clean this and do this, when you paint, you don't have to worry. You just go whoosh, and it's done. And then you cut and pull it up. Corners. You can still cut them by hand, but you make a much smaller piece. In this case, I'm going against this wall here. So I want to cut this. See? So I want to make sure this is cut a little bit on an angle in, just a little bit, so it doesn't touch the wall. I want this corner in here. I want the flat edge along here. I don't know what you can see, but we'll try it. Let's cut that off. If you're anal enough about it, cut it square. Done. Now if you've noticed, I'll do the same with the other side. Take a little piece. Flat edge against the wall. It's going to go in like this, so I want to cut this little bit out. Opposite corner. Cut it square if you wish. Lightly, not to damage your walls, but it doesn't matter depending on how anal you are. Same thing. In the corner. Tape it down, readjust it, whatever you gotta do. Give it a little cut. Make sure that's tight. Done. That's how you do your inside corner. Perfect. Perfect square edge. Now you'll notice I'm actually not up against the wall. There's a gap here and it's filled with putty or silicone or something. I want my edge flat. I don't want it bent. This will get painted the color of the wall. So this gap will kind of almost disappear. And it's in the back of the closet, so it doesn't really matter. And do that with all my corners. Do that with my edges here. I'm not going to tape the inside of this. Where are me? There we are. I'm not going to tape this. I'm going to freehand this because it doesn't matter. And I'm just going to tape the baseboards. Taping technique. Okay, so when you're going, I always go in the same direction. I always start in this side, and I always go around this way. That way all my seams are overlapping on this side. Boom, boom, always. So when I cut in the opposite direction, and I pull my tape up in the opposite direction, and all these little pieces become one big long piece because they're stuck together with the tape all the way around. Now it's up to you to watch the video 10 times and figure out what the hell I'm talking about, and then go and do it yourself. Happy painting!